Hello, folks. The Celtic Nerd here, bringing you another nerdy video. It is, I think, time. And what I mean by that is, we have done pretty much every companion quest. Now, Nev did not get her Hero of the Veilguard. And a part of me wonders, is that because she is hardened? Like, again, which is why the hardened icon appears over it. So, yeah. Because, like, we have no more quests to do, folks. We finished, in terms of things, we finished personal stories. Like, that's it. We're pretty much done. Now, Tash is hanging out with someone. I think it's Harding.
Hey, Harding.
Whoa, legs. Tosh.
Legs?
A slip of the tongue.
You're acting weird.
What? No. Really?
Yeah, like that. Weird.
I had a dream last night, and you were in it.
What was I doing?
Nothing?
Okay. What were you doing?
Nothing.
Alright. And Bellaris is hanging out with Davrin.
So, the other griffins, you decided what to do with them, right?
Yeah, they'll be happier in the forest. And who knows, maybe they'll drop in if we need them.
Right, oh, that's great, but just to be sure, you didn't find an extra one, did you?
But Laura, you can't have a griffin.
I didn't say anything.
You don't have to.
That's adorable. Okay, let's see. Is all our gear maxed? They all have gear that can be upped. And, you know what? We have the resources. I might as well just level them. And then there's an alarm, typically to make sure that I do not sleep in the entire day. Okay, and we're going to enchant my new current staff with the light projectile count. There we go. Yeah, that's alright. And everything else is enchanted. Nope, this isn't. Let's see. This ring makes us our abilities are always critical hits, and that they consume our max health. Is there anything that we can do? I need to double check some of our things. this can boost our barrier damage. There we go. This has nothing on it. What's giving us our extra health? Okay, yeah, we're going to transfer that to here. And our helmet has nothing on it as well. Extra health, yes. 10% extra. Given our build, that is very important. Let's see. I need to reread our abilities, what we have equipped. Alright, so area duration, duration blast. Okay, this is one, and control blast. Okay, so we have 2 blast abilities and 2 duration abilities. Okay.
The fires are lit.
So since we have 2 blast abilities, I should probably go with that as well. Alright. And you can't enchant companions gear, can you?
Manifestation.
Yes, yes you can. Okay. Is there like unique abilities? Yes, there is. Gain stagger. Okay, so similar to me, Companion's gear can only hold 1. Okay, shit. That would... Okay, I'm gonna save the rest of that for later, for when I decide on like who's gonna go with me into like the final battle. Alright, so apparently we now need to speak to Solis.
The Dalish prisoners escaped safely?
We got them away free and clear.
Good. I do not know how you have found your dealings with the Dalish. Whatever my frustrations with them, it was a privilege to be able to help our people again. Thank you for allowing me to help. Chance to infuriate Elganon was a reminder of simpler times.
You and Elganon were really tearing into one another back there.
I needed to goad him to anger in order to distract him. But yes, while all of the Evanuris were monsters in their own ways, Elganon was the worst. Or perhaps it is more honest to say that his were the faults I found most objectionable. You have met him now, heard his voice hammering at the doors of your mind, and you have met me. Can you see how he and I might frustrate one another?
The way the two of you argued, it didn't feel like enemies. It felt like family.
How so?
Family knows you better than anyone, and that can be good or bad.
I had not thought of it that way. But yes, we had centuries to stoke the fires of our hatred. I saw his rise to tyranny coming, and could not stop it. And he saw me disrupt his plans for dominion time and time again.
All right, I can see how you and Elganon would hate each other.
He has always been what I most feared becoming. Callous and uncaring, his arrogance unchecked. To have that much power and no one to remind him that he could be wrong.
Well, he had you.
And I suppose I had you.
You said you found the Dalish frustrating. Why is that?
It is unfair to them. I lived for thousands of years, and after I imprisoned the Evanuris, I slept for thousands more. I awoke in a world that had forgotten the ancient times almost entirely. And those who tried to remember Elven history, like the Dalish, had gotten so much wrong.
I suspect them calling Elganon and Gillenane and all the rest gods didn't go over well with you.
Indeed. To see that the history the Dalish worked so hard to preserve was the propaganda of tyrants was vexing. I tried to explain the truth to one clan. When I convinced them that I was truly Fen'Harel, they attacked me. After that, I hid my explanations behind the facade of having witnessed events in the Fade.
And one of the first lessons in the Mornwatch is that the Fade is reality as seen through a smoky mirror.
Yes. The Dalish had no reason to believe me. I could only watch as they continued to worship Elganon, though we may have seen the last of that tradition, at least.
We would have had a hard time getting out of there without your help.
I did not spend this long preparing you only to lose you to Elganon's machinations. No, I am sorry. That was poorly said. You have earned better from me.
Okay.
When we first met, I saw you only as a foolishly confident child who disrupted my plans. You were an irritant. I gave you information to oppose Elganon out of necessity, but I expected you to be nothing more than a tool. Seeing you with your team, I was wrong.
Yeah, you were.
A mistake I shall endeavor not to repeat. Your team trusts you, and you listen to them. It is impressive and enviable. It took me centuries to build such a bond during my rebellion, and when I served the Inquisition, I tried to avoid entanglements.
What about the Inquisitor? Does he not count as a friend?
He does. One of several I grew fond of despite myself when I was with the Inquisition. There was also Cole, a spirit of compassion I helped adapt to our world. He was the only one who knew who I really was. I miss him a great deal. Josephine, the Inquisition's ambassador, was a bastion of kindness and decency in a world that looked down on elves and apostates. Even Cassandra Pendergast of the Order of the Seekers. She was what a believer should be. Faithful, practical, committed to serving, not ruling. I suppose I did bond with the Inquisition after all, as you have with your team.
Thank you for sharing that. So what comes next? What are the gods going to do?
Elganon and Gillenane are preparing the dagger they will use for their ritual to pierce the veil. Elganon's power is tied to light and darkness. He will need to perform a ritual during the next eclipse.
That gives us some time to prepare.
It is likely to be your last chance to do so. You must be ready for whatever comes, for this world and for the team that trusts you. I know that you will do everything in your power not to fail them.
So now Algernon's recovered his own archdemon. And the gods only need an eclipse to complete their dagger.
We saved the Dalish, though. That's important.
But now Elgernon's immortal, so long as his archdemon lives.
And we all know how hard those things are to kill.
We killed Razikale, didn't we?
After losing hundreds of wardens. And it took a centuries-old trap to do it. We don't have either of those. Not anymore.
Just when you think the tide's in your favor, it turns right back.
The odds on this were never good, but we've already beaten them once. We have a job to finish, and 2 gods to kill. We don't get to wallow in wine, because no one else is taking this fight.
Nice speech, Rook. But it's hard to complete a contract if you don't know where the target is.
We found the gods before,
Not without help, we didn't.
so we get help again. We've got allies everywhere now.
What about the Venatori that were at the crater? They might know where the gods are hiding.
No one will risk being an informant. Not while the Venatori hold power in Minrathous. It's a dead end.
The crows may have something. The Antam are moving large quantities of supplies out of the city. Weapons, armor, gatlock. And food. About half are remaining provisions. Enough to feed the Antam navy.
Given the timing, it seems unlikely to be a coincidence.
Wherever those supplies are headed, that's likely where we'll find the gods. Any more details from the crows, Lucanus?
They said the Antam have long work ahead. We have time. Also, Biago would like a meeting. At your earliest convenience. From him, that means important, but not yet urgent.
We've got options for what we do next. Figuring out where the Antam are taking those supplies should put us on the gods' trail.
Not to complicate things, but the Inquisitor also wants to meet Rook.
Right. With everything he's been doing in the south, we owe him an update.
I'll let him know.
Keep your weapons ready. We don't know when the gods will show themselves again. Be prepared for anything. Next time the gods appear, let's make sure it's the last.
Okay, so we just had a cutscene heavy meeting. So we're I'm not gonna end the video just yet. So let's see, let's check out story quests. Both are in different locations. Yeah, we're gonna check in with our companions right now. So Balara and Harding.
So, you and Tosh, at least, that's what I've heard.
Are you waggling your eyebrows at me?
Trying to. I read that it's conspiratorial.
It's definitely something. And yeah, we're together.
Well, congratulations. You both seem pretty happy about it. Or, well, you seem happy. Tosh seems less annoyed.
And oh yeah, it's Davrin and Nev.
You're looking for something.
A nod on stick. Looks like every other stick, but this one is Hassan's. Have you seen it?
I've seen it, but you've got the wrong place. Hassan had it in the kitchen yesterday.
I looked there already.
Then the bird moved the goods. Have fun.
Okay, let's pick up this quest that's down here. Okay. Before we venture, let's just have a quick little peek around. Okay. That is still a tiny in terms of their influence. And Lucanus is just behind Harding, so yes, we'll be bringing those two.
Let's try something new.
Hey, Antoine. Evka?
I can still hear it. Though it is giving me a headache.
Please be careful.
With the container? It's very sturdy. I tested it.
What? When? And how?
Am I interrupting?
No. Our study of the new blight continues.
We know the gods changed the blight. We think it changed more than they realized, or altered itself after.
It's answering to something other than gods.
This place is so troubled. Where the Fade touches the wetlands, it must be a mess on that side too.
If there are demons, they can stay on their side of the veil.
So what's the blight answering to?
Remember the strange call I heard after the Lavendale battle? It was here, in the wetlands.
We think the source is out a ways, towards the redoubt.
I can tell it's something large, rooted. A construct of the blight itself. An eruption controlling the rest. What that could mean. Everything that calls the blight impacts the Wardens. We withstand it. But gods, archdemons, it all adds strain.
If the eruption calls the blight, then it could mess with us too. Spark the calling sooner. We'll lose ourselves, along with the wetlands.
Antoine, you hear stuff in the blight, more than some of the others. Are you...
Yes. A little sensitive, but it's not calling to me. Not yet. Like everyone else, I'll know when that changes.
Should you have told me all this? About the calling?
First Warden would have said no.
You're our friend. You chase archdemons and fight the blight. It seems fair you know what this means.
So how do I help?
Figured you'd be in. Remember those samples you found when we first arrived? Based on our studies, Antoine made an alchemical flame. It's impressive. It should destroy the eruption.
Theoretically. At least the last batch was stable. Mostly.
But if the eruption's controlling the blight and it gets attacked, then the blight around Lavendale might respond.
Yes, its roots are everywhere. And spreading. I can feel them.
These people can't lose their blight experts. I can go after the eruption.
While we guard against nasty side effects here.
Stay safe, or as safe as you can.
I've no fear when Evka's at my back.
You've always got me.
The blight poisons so much. Water, plants, animals, people. Some would call the wetlands dead already. But they're not. It's not too late. Whatever the eruption means for the waters, we can leave this place better. It's what we're supposed to do.
We'll take our stand in the sheltered glade. Meet us there when you're done.
There's... Now again...
Does Arlathan have a lot of truffles?
Probably. I still believe that this is the final Dragon Age game. And... one thing I am very concerned about...
Alright, let's find the blood eruption.
The one thing I'm very concerned about is... they seemed to have abandoned a plot point from Dragon Age Origins. Now it was the expansion to Dragon Age Origins, but they still abandoned it. Dragon Age Origins Awakening. Like, what's the deal with the architect? He has been, like, he's been gone. Like he's just been gone. And I feel like it's a big mistake. I am being killed by something. Wait until after this one.
Clear.
So let's see.
Efka and Antoine think the blood eruption is the source of the surge.
We destroy it, and the blight stops spreading?
I don't know, but we have to try.
You've got company. Nice work. Snipers. Under fire. Watch it. Wow. That probably hurt.
We saw Katerina recently. How is she? Oh, look at that. Get clear. You saw Katerina recently. How is she?
The same as always. She's been through too much. She should take some time. But will she listen to me? There's no arguing with her.
If you need a leg to stand on, I've got a spare.
Not even that could save me.
The readout. If the blood eruption's taken root inside. Go.
Good one, Rook.
Got through that. You had quite the stack of letters. Intrigues from home?
It's the Via de la Morte. There's upkeep, repairs. I'm being asked if I should redecorate the main dining room. I'm not sure what to do. I make a mistake, both Katarina and Thea will kill me.
My entire Mimratha's apartment could fit in your main dining room. If you're looking for help, you've got the wrong address. Behind you!
They're at range.
We're on fire! Look out!
It's crazy how their job is. In any other game, me even moving off to the side like that, even if it was slow.
I don't have a good feeling about this place.
Then we're all on edge together.
Okay, we're seeing the red.
A berry. I bet the eruption's on the other side. We'll need to cut off the tendrils to break through.
While holding off dark spawn.
Alright, better move before more darkspawn show up.
Made it through that one.
A tendril! It's attached over there!
Up on the ledge. We can hit the tendrils from there.
A ballista!
That could be handy.
We're through!
And something awful is waiting past the gate. Here goes nothing.
Okay, I honestly thought something was going to come out. Holy!
What is that the blight eruption?
Mierda.
The Darkspawn are protecting it. We need to take them out. Let's go.
Stop coming.
We need to close in. Keep fighting.
Got us from a distance.
Keep going. These things are already dead.
Move fast.
They'll execute. Leave a little for the rest of us, Rook.
All set.
This is it. Let's get that eruption.
So we
All
were
right.
just
We strike, and the whole thing goes up.
so we were just casually carrying all of that. No. No.
All right. Time to destroy this thing. The blight eruption was
Terrible.
It's what Antoine's been hearing. It was spreading blight through the wetlands. Farther, maybe. When we hit it,
If it's all knotted together, they must have felt it in Lavendale. So you and Spite are friends now? Can't say my money was on that one.
I would have lost that bet too.
It lets you sleep at night. Unless this clears the way for new and different midnight brooding.
I wouldn't put it past me.
Well, find me at midnight and we'll test the theory.
Ooh, boy. wow, this spot looks beautiful.
They aren't blighted. Were they dormant?
Maybe. They're beautiful. Much like you. Ah, Rook. Hi.
We knew when you hit that eruption. The blight around Lavendel reacted. And there was a sound in it. Like nothing we've heard before.
What happened in there? What was it like?
It was, I'm gonna have nightmares.
Oh, nightmares. Yes. Those are unfortunate.
But you stopped it anyway. When the eruption was destroyed, some of the bigger tendrils pulled back. The remaining blight won't vanish overnight, but it's a good sign. And this place opened up.
The flowers here, they managed to survive. Buried. Untouched. They have a chance to return now.
Tough little things.
Yeah, there's something special. We thought the Grey Warden's purpose would end when the last archdemons died.
And that time's almost here. It's unbelievable.
The Order is those of us left now. When the archdemons fall, some wardens will hang up their swords. Until they're calling, at least.
So the wardens are finished?
No, our numbers may get smaller, but Efka and I will be here. Others will stay too.
There's still blight in the world. There's something new calling to it. And to us.
There's blight inside us too. If it changed out there, have we changed as well?
What matters is that if new evils show up, we'll be here to keep them back.
Are you doing okay with all this? Really?
Don't worry, I'm good. I've got everything I need right here.
Me too.
Do you really think something inside you has changed?
It's possible. Or maybe we're the same. But does that mean we'll be the same? You can't sense the blight. But trust us, it feels different. And the sound is changing too.
As for what it means, it's like Antoine said. We don't know yet.
If new threats turn up, we'll kick their ass.
That's perfect.
The blight feels relentless most of the time. We see what it does up close.
The world dying, how it spreads. But we keep going.
And look, these flowers can make it back.
They really can. And they're beautiful.
I think so.
Lavendel was named for flowers. They must have been everywhere before. When we get back.
We can stay here a bit longer first.
Oh yes. I thought I heard birds earlier. Maybe we can find them?
The wetlands aren't fully healed.
The flowers fought back.
Yeah. Pushing back the blight? It's possible.
There were flowers at the villa when I was growing up.
Interesting.
You're plotting. Are you going to bring me flowers? That's...
Sentimental. Not always my strong suit, but worth the look on your face.
Oh, wow. Holy shit, immediately. They're... Oh, wow. That's really nice. Okay. Wow. Still Lucanus and Nev I'll be using. But the only thing is, though... Alright. So we are going to be going to speak to the Inquisitor. Folks, I'm the Celtic Nerd, signing now. One name, one sky.